Good evening and welcome to MDL McMaster's McMaster UI UX Designathon. We are MDL McMaster bringing you the UI UX Designathon running from November 4th to November 6th this year. And just to give you a quick run through to the team that works so hard to bring you this, we've got the co-presidents of MDL, Kieran and myself. Then we've got our sponsorship lead, Yusin Jiang, and Tegvir. We've also got our graphics lead, Carmen, and our marketing lead, Shreya. And the rest of our leads are the operation leads, Thomas and Jocelyn, our tech leads, Aiden and Jocelyn, and our finance lead, Rohan. So what is the UI UX Designathon? Well, basically, it's the UI UX Designathon that focuses on user interface and user experience, a big part of the tech sector that makes the apps you use every day so useful and so easy to use.
My name is Shreyas. I'm one of the co-founders of National Design League. So we are in the middle of UI UX Designathon at McMaster University. We are trying to create this national platform where students can work on real-world problems given by companies and actually get hired based on how they perform. This is the competition where students come to solve problems given by industry, and the whole concept is they work on company problems and they get judged by the company representatives and they actually get hired based on that.
So this is my first time getting to know Adobe XD and working this entire interface and stuff. And I thought it was really cool and a really nice learning experience.
We're from Sheridan IXD program. We know how to animate, but not to an extent. We're trying to test and push our limits a bit by animating.
I study here at Mac. I'm in the Master of Engineering Design program, and I feel the most challenging part was understanding exactly what the user wanted.
It is a skill-based hiring for the employers and application-based learning and experiential learning for the students. And that is where we believe the job hiring of tomorrow is headed towards, and we are working on a platform that would integrate this concept into an online platform where companies can post their own design challenges and students can solve those. They would be applying to a job through doing that. So that is what Designathons is, and that's who National Design League is, and hope to see you guys at the next Designathon.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now we're going to go over our sponsors and their design problems. Our first sponsor and their design problem is Relevant Bits. With the younger workforce pushing for better work-life balance, many organizations are transitioning to fully remote working opportunities. While remote working is great, it is still important to have face-to-face time to help build strong relationships. Organizations are bridging this gap by hosting on-site get-togethers in locations around the world. However, the process of organizing these trips is challenging and time-consuming. Develop an app that helps organizations plan these trips. Next, we've got our sponsor, Ankit Designs, and their problem, Penny Appeal Canada. Research and design a charity campaign for Ramadan 2023. The campaign should include a one-page website and social media posts, highlighting the wide variety of donation opportunities in a clear and actionable manner. And next, we've got our sponsor, Mock Plus, asking us to help you design the most essential student app. What does a student need most? Design an app that enhances a student's day-to-day life. Students have a busy lifestyle and will need a UI that is customizable, easy to navigate, and provide a service useful enough to be worth their time. Some of the other sponsors that helped us make this event are the McMaster Engineering Society, Custom Lab, and Jukebox. And finally, we're going to have a presentation from our final sponsor, DigitalOcean.
Hello. Okay. Um, Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon from my to everyone participating in this program. At my end is evening. That's 10 p.m. in Ghana at the moment. My name is Oliver Mensah, and I work with Digital Ocean on the developer relations team as a contractor. Today, I will be sharing about Digital Ocean and how we are going to help you in this competition to build to come up with an app, or if you are able to build an app, or if you are able to come up with a design concept, how you are going to make the app relevant for people in the real world. So what does Digital Ocean do? And at the end, you will be able to use some of our services to make your application scalable for end users. So DigitalOcean is all about simplifying cloud computing for developers so that they become happier in their development activities to build or to come up with a better result. So our DigitalOcean is all about simplifying cloud computing to empower builders, and the builders include software developers or businesses which are creating world-changing applications. And as you're about to um, participate in this contest, you are going to design UIs, and these UIs are going to be integrated in building application that is going to change the world. Looking at some of the challenges that are being presented by these organizations. At Digital Ocean, when you are building software solutions, we are looking at you building on any of our services or product that are made available. So when we come into the world of cloud computing, we know that we have solutions around us, that is infrastructure as a service. With infrastructure as a service, the software developer or the engineer has a full control of the application that they are building. And when you are building a digital ocean, we have a product that helps you to achieve the as goal by using some of our solutions like Droplet or Reserve IPs. Then we also have platform as service. With platform as service, the individual, the software engineer, focus on the code only. And in that case, the company, we as a company, Digital Ocean, help you handle the infrastructure for you. So you can use solutions that you built like our platform, Digital Ocean load balancers, cloud functions, and manage database to achieve your goal. In this case, you focus on the code without controlling most of this infrastructure by yourself. Then once you build the application, we know that scalability is something that software engineers care about. So for you to scale your product or your software application that you built, you make it easier for you to scale your application by attaching some storage to your infrastructure, such as Droplet, so that you can scale when there is the traffic. Then once you build an app, we know that you have to take metric or collaborate with others. We make it easier for you to take metric about the application that you built and also collaborate with others within the application or within the platform or the app that you built. So, looking at the solution that we built, all these are built towards the community. And in the tech community, we at Digital Ocean, we have the tech community at heart. We love fostering developer or entrepreneurial communities, and we do that by helping in sponsoring events and also building programs such as Oktoberfest that's ended recently. That's in um, just October, right? Yeah, sorry about it. So at Digital Ocean, some of the programs that or some of the developer programs, or some of the things that we do to support the community are the developer programs. So, as a software developer, we have programs like the Navigator, where software engineers or people in the tech space contribute code, content, or through community engagement helps drive the community at Digital Ocean. So if you're a software developer who is interested in writing content through technical blogging, someone interested in contributing through code such as open source contribution, and somebody interested in community engagement by interacting with people, answering questions in our forums, you are needed on our team to help build a particular community. And these people do that, and we support them through the Navigators program. And also, you have the Hacktoberfest, where each year in October, software engineers or people in the tech space contribute to open source, and they do that through code contribution, no code contribution, or low code contribution. and they get recognized in return. Also, we also sponsor developer events, such as what is happening right now. We give out crowd credit for people to be able to build their solutions on our platform. Open source sponsorship, if you are someone into open source development, we give you credit so that you focus on the project or the code that you are writing without thinking much about how much you're going to spend on cloud services. And also, if you are someone who is into if you are into technical writing, when you share your knowledge with other people, you get paid for sharing your knowledge with other people. Then some of the money is also uh, geared towards supporting tech-focused nonprofit and charities. Also, you have startup programs. If you're into startup here, we also have a program that's going to help you to build your startup. In this case, we give you crowd credit so that you can get your products into the market without focusing much on how much you're going to spend on building and testing your product. And we give you a whole year infrastructure credit to focus to cover the cost of your whole build within the year. Then we give you access to technical training from some of our engineers, and you're also going to join a community of builders, that is software startups, people who are building startups around the world. You join them to participate in the program. Aside startup programs, started hard, you also sponsor business programs like events geared towards startups, and also if you are a startup geared towards not-profit organization, we give you support through the Holy Hub for Good project. Other thing that's really interested area that we also care much about is the that sometimes people who want to give presentation about cloud solutions out there, and if you are going to do a demo, you have to really pay for credit, pay for a service to use that particular platform. We give you credit to do that, and also institutions around the world also get support in using our platform to teach cloud computing to their students. So these are the ways that we are helping foster communities around the world. And you can join the Digital Ocean community on Discord by using the link here, discord.gg/Digital Ocean. And you join a community of software developers or builders around the world who are building awesome applications. And we are happy to partner with you on this program or sponsor this event. And the sponsorship comes with $200 for 60-day trial to everyone who is participating in the program. In case you want to explore about cloud computing, want to learn how to build cloud services, we are going to give you $200 for 60 days for you to try building on our platform. And when you know that this is a UI UX challenge, but at the end, once you build it, you'll be able to build or design your application. You might try to build that into real world application where people are going to use. In that case, some of the winners that we are going to be able to give you $2,000 of credit, so that once you build the app into a functional app, you don't have to worry much about paying for cloud services. We are going to give you some credit for you to deploy your app and make it available for people to use. So that's how we at Digital Ocean are happy to help make this program happen. In case of any question that you have, I'll be joining the booth so that any question regarding cloud computing, cloud services, I'm there to help you on that. Thank you very much for having me. And I wish everyone participating in this hackathon the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DigitalOcean, for that fantastic presentation. And thank you, HD, for introducing our sponsors. I'm going to take a moment now to introduce our speakers, mentors, and judges who will be presenting on Hopin and Discord during the event. So first, we have Yvonne, who's a product designer from Toronto. And then we have Sarush, who's a product design lead at Lululemon. We have Miriam, who's a UX designer at Applied Digital. Jimmy, who's a software engineer at Figma. Yedno, who's a digital media dev at York University. Rita, who's a design lead at Knowledge Hook. Feroza, who's a product designer at Strength. Perry, who's an interaction designer at Google. Janice, who's a senior UX designer at EA. And Nadia Lee, who's a product designer at Korea Entertainment. We also have Julia, who's a lead designer and dev at Ankit Designs. Next, I'll start talking about the mini challenges. So our first mini challenge is to design a custom emote. So we want you to design a cottagecore themed custom Discord or Twitch emote that describes how you've been feeling. Our second design challenge is the MDL landing page redesign. So we want you to redesign the McMaster Design League's website landing page using the website tool Mock+. Consider the overall goal of the club and McMaster University's branding guidelines when you're designing this. We are looking for the UI of your proposed design. Next, I'll talk a little bit about the platforms and the registrations we'll be using. So we're going to be using Hopin for the large events. So that's what we're using right now. And we're going to be using Discord for communication. Next, I'll segue into the workshop and talks that will take place from our wonderful mentors and speakers. So I highly recommend attending these workshops as they're a great networking opportunity and they'll take your design solutions to the next level. So all of the workshops will be taking place on the Hopin stage, and I would attend the workshops because you have a chance to win one of two $15 gift cards. So you need to fill in the workshop code that will be shared during the workshop to be eligible to win. So first Friday, we have Introduction to UI UX and Figma with Rita. So this is going to take place from 8:30 to 9:30. So this workshop is great for beginners to Figma, and they will really help you kickstart your design process. So I would really recommend you guys attend this workshop. The next workshop that we have is at 8:30 to 9 on stage, and it's Be an Authentic Designer with Yvonne. After that, we have 11:30 to 12:30 on the stage with My Design Journey and Applying UX to My Practice with Yedno. After that, we have our design panel with Miriam, Perry, Sarush, Yvonne, and Yedno. I do want to mention that all of these mentors will be available for 15-minute coffee chats during the design weekend. So once we release the booking forms, please try to book your chat as soon as you can to ensure our mentors have enough time to acknowledge your request. So you can find out more about these coffee chats in the coffee chat channel in our Discord, and it'll give you all the information and the rundown that you need to know about how to book these coffee chats. We also have, then on Saturday, we also have Creative Thinking with Miriam. We have Design with Accessibility in Mind with Sarush, and we have Intro to Stable Diffusion with Jimmy. Next, I'll talk about all the other events that we'll be hosting that are not the workshops. So first, we're starting with the opening ceremonies and the challenge introductions, which is what is going on right now on the Hopin stage. After that, we're going to have the team formation and the sponsor questions, which is also going to take place on Hopin. On the left-hand side, you'll be able to find it in the menu. So at 10 o'clock, the MDL Online Help Center is going to close, and then you guys will be on your own until the next morning, where we'll have an in-person workspace and the Online Help Center will reopen. So I would really recommend you come in person if you can, if you signed up. Join us in BSB 106 on McMaster campus. Fruits, drinks, and bakery items will all be available to kickstart your creative flow. Then at 4 p.m., team formation closes. So this is an important deadline that you need to keep in mind. At 6 o'clock, the MDL in-person workspace will close. And at 10:30, the MDL Online Help Center will close. And let me just mention that all of these times that I'm talking about are in EST. On Sunday, November 6th, the MDL in-person workspace and Online Help Center will open again at 8:30. And from 9 to 10, we're going to have breakfast and coffee, to get that fuel for your last-minute cramming in BSB 106. So then at 11:59, around noontime, your design challenges and your mini challenge submissions will be due. And then we're going to judge from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So you're going to have your design solution at your allotted time, and you're going to be presenting to our judges on Discord at that time. Finally, from 5:30 to 6, we're going to have our closing ceremonies where we can come hear from our sponsors one final time before we announce the winners. So I'm just going to reiterate some of the important deadlines that I talked about before. So team formation closes on Saturday, November 5th at 4 p.m. EST. The design challenge submissions are due on Sunday, November 6th at 11:59 a.m. EST. And the mini challenge submission is also due at the same time on Sunday, November 6th at 11:59 a.m. EST. Finally, I want to talk about the participant package. The participant package is basically your be-all, end-all for the UI UX Designathon. So this has all of the resources that you're going to need. It has the link to the problem statement guides, all the submission forms, important deadlines, updated information, and even more. If you need anything, it'll probably be in the participation package. Finally, good luck to everyone, and happy designing.